If you want to start making money online, I'm going to share with you in this video the easiest way to make money in 2025, because there is a digital gold rush happening. And if you haven't guessed it already, it is in AI. And I'm going to share with you the one role that you need to play so that you can start making, whether it's your first dollar or your millionth dollar online through AI. And it's all about becoming an AI middleman. And I'm going to explain what that means and how you can take advantage of this opportunity that is genuinely a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm going to share with you a few things in this video. I'm going to share with you the biggest mistake that people make that you really need to avoid. I'm going to share with you the only skill that you need to learn, because there's just one skill that you need to learn. I'm going to share with you how you can sign your first client without spending any money and do it really quickly. And I'm also going to share with you how that you can avoid doing any of the work yourself. So the number one mistake that I avoid when it comes to AI, and the thing that I see time and time again, is people trying to sell AI for the sake of selling AI. And it really doesn't work that way. People, businesses, they don't want AI. They want the thing that AI can actually deliver. They want the end result. So selling chatbots because you know how to build a chatbot is not the right way of doing it. And that's the number one mistake, is people just kind of sell the thing that they have. And that leads me on to the number one skill that you need to learn, and pretty much the only skill that you need to learn, because these two things are very closely connected. The only skill that you need to learn is to be an identifier of problems. So let me explain what that means. Let's say you speak to a business owner and they are wanting to improve their business. You need to be able to identify the bottlenecks in their business so that you can show them and teach them the AI that they can implement to solve that specific problem. So instead of going to a business and say, hey, do you want an AI chatbot? You can say, let's look at your business, let's look at your systems, let's look at your processes, and let's see where the bottlenecks lie. Now that might sound a little bit daunting, but trust me, it's a lot easier than it sounds. All you need to do is basically start at the very beginning. When somebody shows any interest in your business, how do they get in touch with you? Maybe they fill out a form on a website. Okay, so now we've got that form. What happens next? How long does it take for somebody to contact that new prospect, that new lead? And you start to look at what happens and you start to identify where problems lie, and then you use AI to solve those problems. It's a very kind of big difference compared to just saying, hey, I've got a chatbot, do you want to buy it? Because there's no inherent value there. But to fix a bottleneck in a business, there's a lot of value there, and you can charge a lot more money for it. So that's pretty much the only skill that you need, is to be able to identify businesses problems, should I say. So once you've identified those businesses problems, then you're able to sell at a much higher price. But how do we find the businesses in the first place? How can we quickly, easily, and without spending any money, find these new clients? Well, the easiest way and the quickest way, and this might not work long term, but it's going to be able to get you your first 1, 2, 3 paying clients, is to choose an industry that you're going to go after and then reach out to those industries. And what you'll find 9 times out of 10, let's say you reach out to 10 different businesses, 9 of them are going to, and you're going to reach out to them, pretending that you are a potential customer. So you're going to act as if you're a potential customer. You're reaching out to, let's say, 10 businesses. And I bet my bottom dollar that 9 of them take a long time to reply. And then when they do eventually reply, you're going to say, sorry, I went with one of your competitors because he or she replied quicker. You took too long to respond to my inquiry, basically. So thanks for your response, but I've solved my problem. I've gone with a competitor. Oh, by the way, if you want to make sure that you never have this problem again, I can show you very quickly and easily how AI can respond to these inquiries really quickly in a professional way, etc., etc., etc. So you're basically just getting somebody to reply to you and at the same time highlighting a bottleneck that is in their business, because 90% plus of businesses, that is one of their bottlenecks. Speed to response, it's called. So the speed it takes, the time it takes to respond to an inquiry. If it's too long, then leads are going to get cold and they're going to look elsewhere, and that particular business is going to miss out on that opportunity. So that's a really clever, quick, easy way to sign your first client or two, and not spend any money, highlighting problems along the way. And the beautiful thing about AI is there's so many different facets of it, so many different things that you can do with it, that when you sign a client, what you can then do is start to look inside their business in a little bit more detail and pull out other areas for improvement and sell them on other AI systems. So that's how you can sign your first client or two. And now, lastly, I mentioned at the start of the video, how do we not do any of this work ourselves? Because it can be a pretty steep learning curve to learn about AI and how it all works and how to implement it effectively into businesses. And the easiest way to do this is to just find somebody on Upwork, on Fiverr, on one of these kind of pay per hour, pay per project websites. And so what it looks like is you find a client, you charge them, say, $3,000 to implement a system that allows them to communicate with leads quicker, more effectively, for a longer duration, across more platforms, and basically just improve their inquiry to customer ratio. So you charge $3,000, let's say, for that project, and then you work with somebody and you pay them maybe $1,000, and you build up this relationship with AI specialists. And maybe that particular AI specialist only works with businesses that want to implement these AI systems, and then you can find somebody else to work and help you with those AI systems. And so you'll find multiple AI specialists and providers, and you simply act as the middleman. Your skill comes from finding your own clients and then identifying the bottlenecks in businesses so that you're able to solve those bottlenecks, versus just saying, hey, do you want an AI chatbot in your business? Because there's not a lot of inherent value there. So that's going to be by far the most effective, easiest way to start making money online. And as a little bonus kind of point to leave you with, is you want to focus on industries that aren't overly tech savvy. So for example, if you were to offer your services to a software development company, they can often do a lot of that stuff in-house themselves. So they're not going to be interested in your services. If you were to offer those services to a law firm, an accounting firm, something where the likelihood of the business owner is that they're going to be relatively old in age, so that they're not up to speed with the emerging technologies. And, you know, I'm maybe painting some industries and some people in a bad light, but you know what I'm trying to say. You want to go for non-tech savvy industries and business owners, because they're the people that need help implementing this the most. So with all that being said, I hope you found this useful. If you want to learn how to be able to sell AI to other businesses, click the first link in the description, book in a call, and I will explain exactly how we can help.